Alrighty then, hold on to your gadgets. After today's tech update, we've got a call from my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show, that's just too good to skip. Today, here's how you can fix almost any tech device. I'm Kim Komando, brought to you by NetSuite. Attention business owners, get a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program at netsuite.com/Kim. Maybe it's an iPhone, a laptop, a big screen TV, or even a home appliance. When it goes sideways, and they always do, no matter who you call for help, the very first question will be, have you tried turning it off and then turning it back on? About 95% of the time, it works. Here's why. Every tech device requires at least some computer memory deep inside. The longer the gizmo runs without a restart, the more cluttered that memory becomes, often with bits and pieces of software errors. Turning it off for a few seconds and then back on clears that memory, and the device gets a fresh start. So the next time someone asks if you know how to fix their gadget problem, you just may become their hero if you remember this question. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on? In my free newsletter tomorrow, you don't want to miss this. I'm going to tell you how you can be a mystery diner. Sign up at getkim.com. Now, check out this amazing call from the show. It's a real gem. Rusty in San Antonio, Texas. Hello there, Rusty.
Hello, Kim. How are you?
Fantastic, sir. Thanks for asking.
Well, sure am glad to be on the show. I'm a big fan, and I just love all your tips on cybersecurity and stuff. Yeah, it's real helpful and helps me keep my internet safe.
Well, yeah, it seems like every other day there's another breach, right? Whoa, gosh, enough already.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
So how can I help you today?
Yeah, I've got an issue here. I live out in the country, and I have a shop out in the back that I do a lot of woodworking, piddling. And as long as my windows and my doors are open, I can get my Wi-Fi into it, but as soon as I close them, the Wi-Fi does not penetrate the metal.
Sure.
And short of running a cable out there, hardwire, which is going to be a job in itself, it's like 150 feet, I thought I'd ask you, maybe there's something else there that can help me. So,
well, there is. There is. But sometimes it's really hard, especially when you have metal any place around your Wi-Fi connection, because that sucker's just going to be like living in a Faraday cage, which I say often. My house is metal, it's modern, and it's like trying to get one signal to the other side of the house. I tried as much as I could with using what's called a mesh network, but invariably we had to start putting some hard drops in various places in order to get that signal there. I'm not saying that you can't try, but I'm just saying whatever you do try, make sure that you try it within that 30-day return window. And so I don't want you to buy anything and say, oh, I'm going to get to it next week, and then it doesn't come, and then you try it and it doesn't work, is the bottom line. Because a lot of this is still, even though we're 2021 and wireless networking has been around forever, is that a lot of this is still kind of try again, and if it doesn't work, then we're going to try something else. But you definitely want to go with a mesh solution. And the mesh solution, it's MESH, is different than your standard Wi-Fi, which you have now, is that it's a greater network and it extends itself better for these type of situations. And it was the mesh network that I ended up using as with a combination of dedicated drops over at the house in Santa Barbara that I mentioned is a metal house, a modern house. So when you start looking at various products, is that Eero always comes up. That's EERO. And they have something called a 3-device kit. And so you're going to put one of the extenders in the shop window, and then the other thing you want to do is put another one inside of your house, and it's about $600. John, our IT genius, uses a similar solution. He has a similar situation, rather, and he uses a TP-Link product. So I'm going to give you links to both of these, and so that this way you can look at both of the products, knowing that John set this up and it does work. I would probably go with the TP-Link, it's called the Deco, simply because he's the IT genius when it comes to networking and servers, right? I mean, we all have our specialties, and let me tell you, he's amazing. He is just amazing. So let me post links to these over inside the forums for everybody else, and then Rusty, we'll send it out to you so that you can take a look at it. If you have any questions afterwards, we're not going to just stop short here. We're always here for you, and you can always hang out with us in the Q&A forums because we always help a lot of folks out there too. And thank you so much for your kind words about the show. Hey, thanks for hitting play today. You're awesome. If you have questions, shoot them my way. Head over to komando.com and look for that email Kim link. I read every single note like it's a hot off-the-press tech news alert. Hey, get ahead of the tech game too. Just sign up for my free daily newsletter. It's just a click away over at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.